Welcome students. Let's discuss continuity and discontinuity of some functions. So before that, just recall the definition of the continuous function and the conditions for discontinuity. Today we will discuss about the case of continuity, case of ordinary discontinuity, case of removable discontinuity, and continuity on an open interval. That is, if a function is continuous in an open interval a comma b, if and only if it is continuous at every point on a comma b. So here is your first example. Now you need to examine the following functions are continuous or not. Here the first function is f(x) is equal to x minus 5. So here we are defining just only real valued function. So first check the function is defined or not. F of x is equal to x minus 5. So for all x belongs to R, the function is defined. Now we need to check the function is continuous for every element in R or not. So here I am taking any arbitrary element A belongs to the set of real number R. Now for checking continuity, what I have to show that the functional value at A and the limiting value of the function at x tends to A. These two values are equal. Now let's check what is the functional value. Functional value is A minus 5. Now what is the limiting value? Since it is defined everywhere, no break is there. So limit of the function is A minus 5. So here I can say this limiting value and the functional value both are equal. So from here I can say the function is continuous for all x belongs to the set of real numbers, since for any arbitrary a the function is continuous. So it is continuous for every x belongs to R. Now here is your second example. Fx is 1 upon x minus 5 and this x not equal to 5. So except x equal to 5, I can define the function 1 upon x minus 5. Now if x is equal to 5, then what happens? The denominator will be 0 and that will be undefined. So I am not taking this point x equal to 5. So except that point, let's check the continuity of the function. Take any arbitrary element a in the set of real number. For every point except this 5, we can say the function is continuous. Let's check how. That is, the functional value at a is 1 upon a minus 5 and the limiting value, limit f of x at x equal to a, that is 1 upon a minus 5. Now you know how to find the limit. Since both the values are equal, we can say the function is continuous. Now check this fourth number. This number is very easy, this problem. So I think you can solve. So here I am checking this function. That is fx is equal to mod x minus 5. Now mod function is here. So I have to define the function, that is minus of x minus 5 for x less than 5 and x minus 5 for x greater than or equal to 5. So if x less than 5, the function is like that, and if x is greater than or equal to 5, the function is like that. So here you can check the three conditions are there. That is, if x less than 5, we need to check the function is continuous or not. Now for x equal to 5, we need to check the function is continuous or not. And for x greater than 5, we need to check the function is continuous or not. So for x equal to 5, see, for the left hand side, the definition of the function is different, and for the right hand side of 5, the definition of the function is different. So let's check this x equal to 5, at that point the function is continuous or not. So what is f of 5? It's follow the second one, that is 5 minus 5 is 0. Now check its right hand limit and the left hand limit. So first left hand limit x tends to 5 minus f of x. Now before 5 the functional value is the first one, that is the first definition, minus of x minus 5. So limit x tends to 5 minus x. Now what is the value? 5 minus 5 is 0. Check the right hand limit x tends to 5 plus f of x. Now after 5, that is if x is greater than 5, so definition of the function is x minus 5. So limit x tends to 5 plus x minus 5 is the function. Then this value is also equal to 0. Now we can check the left hand limit and the right hand limit. Both are equal. Hence we can say the limit of f(x) at x tends to 5 is exists and it is equal to f of 5, since both the values are 0. So here the function is continuous at x equals to 5. Now we need to check for x less than 5. If we check for x less than 5, the function is also continuous. We need to check for any arbitrary element which is x less than 5. And if we check this x minus 5, we already checked this function. It is continuous. So for x greater than 5, this function is also continuous. Hence, this function is continuous for all x belongs to this set of real number. It is continuous for all x. Let's check the next one. Here the function is for x less than 0, sin x upon x, and for x greater than equal to 0, this is 1 plus x. Now we need to find the point of discontinuity, that is at which point the function is not continuous. So here also 3 cases, that is for x less than 0, x equal to 0 and x greater than 0. Why we are taking this point x equal to 0? Because check before x, that is left hand side, the definition of the function is sin x upon x, but after x, that is when x greater than 0, that time definition of the function is 1 plus x. So in the left hand side and the right hand side, both the functions are different. So this type of points we call critical point, and in that point we need to check the continuity of the function. So let's check the continuity of the function at 0. So what is f of 0? F of 0 is this one I take, that is 1 plus 0 is 1. Now check the left hand limit, that is x tends to 0 minus fx. Now before 0 the function is sin x by x. So limit x tends to 0 minus, here is the definition of the function, sin x upon x. Now we all know this is the standard limit and the value of this limit is 1. Here is the right hand limit, x tends to 0 plus f of x. Now after 0, the function is 1 plus x. So put the function here, x tends to 0 plus 1 plus x. Now this value will again 1. Since right hand limit and the left hand limit both are equal, so we can say the limiting value exists, that is limit f of x, x tends to 0, exists and it is equal to 1, which is equal to again f of 0. So here check the definition of continuous function, that is the limiting value at that point and the functional value at that point. If they are equal, hence the function is continuous at the point x equals to 0. Here is the case. Now we need to check for x less than 0. So take any arbitrary element a belongs to the set R and you can check the function is continuous. And for 1 plus x, it's a polynomial function again, and which is continuous all over the R. That is the case 3. So check the solution. Here is your next problem. So function is defining like that for x not equal to 0, the function is this, and for x equal to 0, the function is k. The value of function is k. Now, it is given that if x is continuous at x equals to 0, then we need to find the value of k. That means we need to find the value of k. What is k? Now, if a function is continuous at x equals to 0, that means f of 0 and limit x tends to 0, f of x. These two value will be equal. So, let's check what is f of 0. F of 0 is k, since the functional value at the point x equals to 0 is k. Now check the limiting value. Limit x tends to 0, f of x. Here is the function given 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square. So limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square. Now, here I don't need to define the left hand limit and the right hand limit. Since all over the real number, the function is this, only at x equals to 0, the function is k. So, after 0 and before 0, the definition of the function is same. So, this value, I can write x tends to 0, sine x upon x. From here, you can check whole square. That is, the ultimate value will come 1. Now, if it is continuous at x equals to 0, then these two values are equal. That means k is equal to 1. Here is the answer. Check it. The next problem. The function is defining in this 3 steps. That is, for x greater than 1, for x less than 1, and for x equal to 1. So same 3 cases I can form for x less than 1, for x equal to 1, and for x greater than 1. So here the critical point is x equal to 1. Since before 1 the definition of the function is different, and after 1 the definition of the function is different. Now it is given that the function is continuous at x equals to a. Now you need to find the value of a and b. If the function is continuous at x equals to a, that means f of 1 is equal to limit f of x, x tends to 1. That is the limiting value of the function, and f of 1, this two value will be equal. Now what is f of 1? F of 1 is 11. Since after and before 1, the definition of the function is different. So we need to check the left hand limit and the right hand limit. So x tends to 1 minus fx. For x less than 1, the function is 5ax minus 2b. So put the function for limit x tends to 1 minus, the function is 5ax minus 2b. So from here, you can write the value of this limit is 5a minus 2b, and check this right hand limit, x tends to 1 plus. For after 1, check this function 3ax plus b. Now what is the value? 3a plus b. Now if the function is continuous at x equals to a, that time this left hand limit, that is 5a minus 2b, is equal to the right hand limit, that is 3a plus b, equal to the functional value at that point. Since these two are equal, then we can say the limit exists and this value is equal to the functional value at that point. Now if we solve this two equations, we'll get a is 3 and b is 2. So you have to show it. So check the function is continuous or not. Here is the next problem. Now discuss the continuity of the function at x equals to 0. And here is the definition of the function. For x less than 0, the function is 2x minus 1, and for greater than equal to 0, the function is 2x plus 1. So same, first of all, divide this into three cases. For x less than 0, x equal to 0, and x greater than 0. So first check this x less than 0. Now what is the value of f of 0? Is this definition, that is 2 into 0 plus 1, that is only 1. Now check the limiting value of the function at x equals to 0. So first check the left hand limit, 0 minus fx. For before 0, the function is 2x minus 1. So put the definition of the function, x tends to 0 minus, and this definition of the function is 2x minus 1. Now if we put the limit, this will come minus 1. And check the right hand limit, x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus. Now after 0, the function is 2x plus 1. So write down the function. And if we put 0, this value will come 1, and which is equal to the functional value at that point. But the left hand limit and the right hand limit are not equal. Hence we can say the limiting value does not exist. So check the case of ordinary discontinuity. So x equals to 0 is not continuous. So from here I can say, since the limit does not exist but the functional value exists, so this is the ordinary discontinuity. So let's check the box function. Is it continuous at x equals to n, that is the integer point, or not? Here is the graph. From the graph you can easily say that the function is not continuous. Check here, these 2 points are not related to each other. So I have to draw this graph to lift my pen. Now check the function is continuous or not at x equals to n. So for that, functional value. So for any integer, the value of the box function will be same. Now check for the left hand limit, x tends to n minus f of x. So before n, the value of the box function is n minus 1. From here you can check. And for limit x tends to n plus, after n, if I check this 4, after 4 the value is 4, that is the value of this right hand limit is n, which is equal to the functional value. But RHL, that is right hand limit, is not equal to the left hand limit. Hence again the same case arrive, that is the ordinary discontinuity. So f is not continuous at x equals to n, where it's z, n is an integer, that is n belongs to z. Check the next problem. We need to discuss this continuity of the function at x equals to c, where the function is sine of x minus c by x minus c for x not equal to c, and 0 for x equals to c. So for checking the continuity of the function, first the functional value at that point, that is, here we need to check f of c. What is f of c? F of c is 0. Now check the right hand limit and the left hand limit. Since before C and after C, the function definition of the function is same, so let's find the limiting value. Limit of f(x) at x tends to C. Now put the definition of the function. Limit x tends to C, sine x minus C by x minus C. Now take x is equal to C plus h. So for x tends to C, y will be tends to 0. So I can write this limit y tends to 0 for sine y upon y. Here this is the standard limit and the value is 1. Correct here, this will be h, not y. So here you can check the functional value exists and the limiting value exists, but they are not equal. That means it's a removable discontinuity. Here is your homework. So first you need to find the value of k. You already know how to find the value of k if the function is continuous at x equals to 0. Second problem is the same. You need to find the value of k when the function is continuous at x equals to 0. And this is the definition of the function. Here you need to find the value of a and b is continuous. So it is all over the continuous. So you need to find the value of a and b. And check this x minus box x is discontinuous or continuous, and discuss the continuity of this function. Okay, so if any doubt or any problem is there, you are free to ask. Thank you.